What's up everyone, welcome to the Speedcube.co.nz YouTube channel. My name's Mike and today we're going to take a look at the Gan Skewb. Okay, so we've had a lot of new stuff from Gan recently. We've had the Gan 11, we've had the Gan 11, the Soft and UV, the ill-fated Soft and UV, which are no longer in production. We had the Pyraminx, and now we have the Gan Skewb. Gan square one when? Time will tell. There we are, look at that. A Skewb with a Gan logo on. Who would have thought? Let's, before we get in there, let's just check what kind of guff we've got. The Gan Skewb, I should mention, comes in two versions. The enhanced version and the M4 magnetic version. The difference being that this is the enhanced. It has core and edge magnets, whereas the M only has the core magnets, which is why it's a little bit cheaper, significantly cheaper actually. So we're gonna have a look at the enhanced today, though we might as well. Okay, so inside our box of guff here, we've got a bag, because you gotta bag that Skewb, spare GES Pro nuts, because of course there are GES Pro nuts in the corners. Well, some of the corners. We've only got 6 nuts here and 8 corners, so I guess we'll have a look at that. And then there is a pamphlet about how you use the GES Pro system, and I'm gonna guess this is a how to Skewb pamphlet as well. Yeah, it is. There we go. That's how you do it. So we'll put the bag and everything away. We'll keep these nuts out because we're probably gonna have a look. Well, we are gonna have a look at the GES system inside here. Get back in there, guff. There we are. Whoop. Okay, let's take a look at this thing then, shall we? We've got our new Gan box that comes with all the Gans now. Hey, the sticky bit's trying to escape. Fixed it. You know what this needs is more plastic. That's what. Yeah. So here we are, the Gan Skewb. Big gaps, lots of room for movement. Controversially, flat faces. Are these the centers of a Skewb? I'm not really sure. I am not a Skewb god, so there's no amazing solves coming up here. But let's just give it some turns and see how it feels. Oh wow, it's very strong magnets anyway. Ooh, okay. Yeah, really strong. It's surprisingly stable even with the flat tiles here, as opposed to the Aoyan, of course, which has those nice thumb holes, which I know a lot of people are a fan of. Dwayne, of course, our resident Skewb god, is a big fan of those. So what can I tell you? It feels very, very strong. The magnet feel of the core and those edges feels very strong indeed. Maybe I'll go for a solve, hey? I'm sure you can tell from the way I'm turning this that Skewb is not an event I know a lot about. But I know it happens quickly. Okay. Let's go for a baby solve here, okay? So that one goes in there. Okay, so it's really stable, it's really comfortable. We've said that about Gan puzzles recently as well, and that magnet is strong as. It really, really grips onto it. Of course, this, what would I call it? I think this is a gloss finish. This looks very much like the Pyraminx did, and it's nice and easy to hold on to. It doesn't feel like the Frosted 11 or anything like that. Let's have a closer look at the tensioning system though, and probably get its guts out, because that's what everyone wants to see. How does one even take apart a Skewb though? That's my worry. I don't actually know how to do this. Well, I'll tell you what, first of all, let's pop some edges off. See, but this is so bizarre to see a Skewb with the Gan honeycomb inside. It's kind of cool. This one wants to go. Whoops. So there we are. There is a GES nut in a Skewb. How exciting. So there's one. I'm guessing there's 6 of them. This one wants to go. Whoa! 1, 2. Are there 6? Maybe there's 4 and just 2 spare nuts. Yeah, there's one. And there's one too. Okay, cool. So far I have found 4. It feels as though those are the only ones that want to go. I'm literally learning how a Skewb goes together right now, everyone. I'm trying to remember. Are there 4 posts on a Skewb core? Well, I'll tell you what, let's find out. Let's get our little doodah. Oh, wait, we don't even need this. Let's get this nut out here. My gosh, it's a metal core. How awesome. It's a metal core on this thing. Whoa, there she goes. Okay, well, that happened. There you can see the centerpiece here. You can see the magnets in those in those edges, center edges. What am I doing talking about a skewb? I don't know what I'm doing here. Here's the other piece of the core. Oh my God, how am I gonna put this back together? Okay, well, we're learning here, everyone. So, this is the core, and look at that. That is outstanding. Metal core pieces. I was not expecting that. I haven't watched many videos on this yet. I've been kind of saving this for a surprise as I got into it. But yeah, there we go. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 core stems that we can attach adjustable corners to. The other ones, of course, just like the Pyraminx. God, that's a strong magnet. Just like the Pyraminx and the Gan 11, that is the... Where's the lens on this thing? I'm having trouble here. That is the actual corner piece itself with that magnet on it, which I'm going to put back here. And there is a look inside the core of this thing itself. Fantastic. There's not much to it, but it is a really chunky piece of hardware, that core, isn't it? All right, let's see if I can put this back together successfully. This one wants to go in this way. Yep, all right, that's a piece. We should probably put this corner, here's the corner base. That goes on there. It has to fit through like that and then swivel, so there we go. That's the corner base back in. Probably put this bit back on. So that's slotted on and then twisted so that it's nice and so it's not gonna pop off. Let's put that nut back on. Actually, no, that's not yet. Because what I want is the green face. The green face is gonna go in here. Yeah. Then here we are. We've got our last. Do we put the corner in last or the face? I genuinely don't know. Let's put the face in. Nope. It's gonna go like that. Okay, goodness, this is loose now. Is this last corner to go in? And while it's all apart, that was really easy actually. Okay, now let's get this nut back on, for goodness sake. What's everything tension to? It's tension to number 1 out the box, so let's put this one back at number 1. Springy boy is in. Wah! That's not good. Worth bearing in mind that while you do get a couple of spare dark blue ones, you do not get any spare light blue ones, so keep a hold of them. Marry that up. Here we go. Ah, there we go, we're back in business. But let's put that to number 1. Whew. That was a little bit exciting. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, there we are then. Let's do another solve and see if it explodes. Beginner's method time. You ready? Here we go. All right, you get up there. Woo! Right, look, I'm gonna be honest, there's not a lot more I can tell you about this puzzle, but we've had a look through the box, we've given it a turn, we've had a listen. Can you test corner cutting on a skewb? I don't know. It's a really, really nice piece of kit. Compared to the skewbs I've used in the past, it's a delight to turn. It feels, now this is a weird thing to say because it's hard to quantify, but it feels like a Gan puzzle. It's got that sound and feeling that's just hard to describe, and I guess it comes a lot down to the core, obviously the magnetic core, and the honeycomb structure that Gan uses on its internal pieces. Maybe even it comes down to the type of internal plastic that Gan uses on its puzzles as well. I don't know, I am not qualified to tell you, but anyway, this is available right now on speedcube.co.nz. The link is in the description down below. As well as that, if you want to come in and feel one of these for yourself, you can come into the speedcube.co.nz Littleton lab at 56 London Street in Littleton. Get your hands on one of these and give it a try. That's the best way you're going to know. You can watch all the YouTube videos in the world, but the only way you're going to know is by getting your hands on it and giving it a turn and giving it a solve. That's going to do it for just now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.